I demand entertainment.
Are you not entertained?
Put on your dancing shoes.
Now give me your best shot.
Here she is, the deputy editor at the Daily Oz. One day she'll be the editor. Although I shouldn't say these plans out loud, should
Make
I?
her sound like a backstabber.
I told you that in confidence,
That on the
Brent.
download. Em Gillespie is here. Hello, Emma.
Good morning, and what a morning. Our unofficial national anthem, You're the Voice, John Farnham's track, is now the sound of the Yes campaign.
In the 1967 referendum, over 90% of Australians voted yes, feeling the time had come to give Aborigines a fair go.
It's hard not to feel something when
I'm
you hear it.
crying already.
It's so rousing. This song is just...
The song is one thing that's so rousing, but the imagery is so interesting. It looks at the gun buyback. It looks at Kathy Freeman. It looks at us all as giant communities fighting the fires.
Well,
it's
it
what
really-
we can do if we want it.
It really it stills like a national pride. I've always been a yes guy from day one. I was a yes guy back in 1999. You remember when they were going to put the preamble in the front? So it was the Republican thing. But in the preamble, it said recognising Aborigines, as they said back in 1999, as that they were here first and migrants, and that's made this country great. And we said no to that. I still don't understand why we said no. But the problem is it gets so bogged down, and I don't really want to talk about this too much on the air because I don't want to be, because people are saying, oh, the elites seem to know this. I'm not an elite. I'm not a Labor voter. The thing is, though, what I found about this, it's just been so obfuscated by the no thing. And like, if you buy a car or a house or anything, there's going to be doubts. I bought my last 3 houses that I've never got a building inspection. I've never got, and I'm not saying to do that, but I've read this thing over 1 billion times now, and yes, it's a lot of words in there, but there is nowhere in it that it says I'm going to lose my house or I'm going to have to pay $1 billion to go to a national park.
We've seen, just like the moments depicted in this ad, so much sort of fear-mongering. But for those who haven't seen it, and, I really challenge anyone to watch it and not feel something. It's 3 minutes. It's so deeply emotive. But it does sort of, it follows this family through the years as they kind of witness these key moments play out in Australian history, from the 1967 referendum to count Aboriginal people in the census, the Mabo decision, Kathy Freeman's gold, the gun reform of 1966, the 2008 apology from Kevin Rudd to the marriage equality plebiscite. There's all these moments that you kind of reflect on maybe the fear and doubt or negativity of the time and how we sort of persevered and came together and got through and how it made us a better country. And this ad really speaks to that.
Doesn't it? Also, what I felt when I watched the ad, I mean, as you say, it'd be hard not to have your heart swell looking at it. But I think that's how many of us felt the minute this was announced. And yet that's been chipped away at. And this is a reminder of how simple the question is.
Yeah, it truly is. I think this is the best thing that's happened to the Yes campaign in a while. This is what they've really needed to kind of reclaim that momentum. And John Farnham, a national treasure. He's been so protective of this song. He has never agreed to let it be used in any advertising or marketing before now. No money has changed hands between the Yes side and John Farnham. And he believes in what's being asked of us, and that's why he's done this. He says, that this song changed his life and that he hopes that now it might help in some small way to change the lives of our First Nations
But
peoples
I've noticed
for the
in the
better.
paper they're chipping away at that as well because they're saying, oh, no, he has used it before in the past, which is
shut
true.
up.
But I just,
Not you,
No,
them.
but I just find like we're sweating the tin tax here, and then Peter Dutton has come out and said we're going to have our own referendum.
Well, bizarrely, in a
that's-
turn of events that
but
I
that's
wasn't
going to be the
expecting.
same. If they put the same wording in their referendum, it's going to be exactly the same.
Well, I feel a lot of
It's
the No
same.
campaign is now going to collapse under that promise of a referendum if the coalition win the next election, because it sort of muddies the waters even further. But, I think that music really, this country, especially in Australia, it is so powerful and it speaks to us. And when we have a national treasure like John Farnham sort of throw themselves behind this, I think he's someone with such a broad demographic of fans and, probably a lot of crossover of people who are either undecided or might be thinking about voting no. And this could be really powerful in kind of taking to those people who are undecided this idea of a simple proposition and
a big
put your faith in it.
Put your faith in it, and it says, step up and help us make history, be the right side of history. It's very powerful.
But changing the constitution is a big deal. Like I got a mate that's got a footy club and they're trying to change their constitution. Oh my God, that thing's a pain in the neck. And that's just a local footy club.
That's just at the extraordinary general meeting.
And I understand that people would have fears and stuff, but
but how can we not include our First Nations in the constitution?
And I'm not here to preach, you do whatever you want, but I know in my heart, I know what side of history I want.
Yeah, and I think it's, for people who are on the fence, that's perfectly understandable. Don't beat yourselves up. But I think it's on us to educate ourselves, to understand more. There are so many resources out there. If you are confused, the AEC website has stacks and stacks of really helpful resources. The Daily Oz, where I work, follow us on Instagram at The Daily Oz. We're going to be covering it really in depth. And, it's all there for you.
Let's not overcomplicate it.
Exactly.
You'll be editor before you know it. I mean, sorry. I was going to keep Thank you, Em.
Thank you.
Check her out in the Daily Oz.